All right. And I'll admit all.
Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song, and hello everyone on Facebook Live. My name's Betsy Fulford, and I'm the music director of Washington Revels. My co-host today is Andrea Blackford, associate artistic director for Washington Revels, and our guest today is Jennifer Greene. So I'm going to start by welcoming everybody to the Daily Antidote, starting with Joe, who is behind a little graphic today. Joe is on, I think, en route somewhere. Hello, Katie. Thank you for handling our tech today. And hello, Deborah and Brian and Pat and Al and Becky from British Columbia. I apologize. I don't know where everybody is from. So I'm just going to say your names. Welcome, Annette and Deli and Hoda and Busy. Hi, Busy. Nice to see you. Welcome, Susan and Carolyn from Idaho, Kate from Charlottesville. Hi, Ross from Washington Revels. Always nice to see you. Welcome, Kathleen, out there in Albuquerque. And whoa, everybody moved around. Got to catch up. Okay. Welcome, Christina in Maryland and Sarah in Texas. Susan in Seattle, Caroline in DC, Arlene in Berkeley, California, Luda in Victoria, British Columbia. Hi, Ruth in Birmingham, and Anne and Cliff in Vermont. Hi, Nancy, Harriet in Illinois, and Dan in Vienna, Virginia, and Jamie in Victoria. Bonnie, hi, nice to see you out there in Boise. And hello, Storm. Hello, Gary and Amanda in Michigan, and Amanda and Miles. Hello, all of you. Hello, Karen and Dane, and Busy's back again. Busy must have moved around. Hi, Bob, and hello, Alan and Martha and LMG. I apologize for not knowing your full name. Hello, Adrian and James and Loriana, Kachina, and the rest of the Courtney, I think. And hi, Joni, and hey, Jim Harkless and Phil Hogg. And I think he's in England somewhere, maybe. And I think that more people are popping in, and I'm losing track of them, but hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. We'll catch you on the goodbyes. Thank you to Katie, who has already put some wonderful things in the chat. Make sure you've got your chat opened up so you can see. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Phil lives in Totnes in Devon, England. So, hello. Hello from across the pond. So today, I'm going to turn things over to Andrea, who's going to do some introductions and talk about the week and talk about some of Washington Revels ensembles. So over to you, Andrea Blackford. Andrea, you're still muted.
Hi, can you all hear me now? Yay. Welcome to a terrific Tuesday of Washington Revels Week, and thank you for bearing with me. We're giving you a sample of song leaders from our community and members from our wonderful ensembles, which include Gallery Voices, Heritage Voices, Jubilee Voices, and Maritime Voices. And before we get started with Jennifer, I want to remind you about some of the ensemble performances that are coming up this week. On September 11th, Jubilee Voices will appear at Marietta House Museum in Prince George's County as part of a special program on Echoes of the Enslaved. Maritime Voices is going to do their seafaring magic at the Tacoma Park Folk Festival on September 12th, and you'll be hearing from them later this week. And on September 26th, Gallery Voices will be appearing at Glen Echo Park for the closing of their carousel for the season. So, to learn more about these and upcoming events, please visit the chat and visit the links that are there, and they'll give you all the information about upcoming events. And we're also gearing up for auditions for our 2021 Christmas Revels, and we'd like you to take a look to see the exciting plans we have in store for this year's show. So, this week is getting to know some of the wonderful people that make up our ensembles in our community. And today I'm pleased to introduce Jennifer Greene, a member of Heritage Voices and Gallery Voices, and she's a Christmas Revels veteran. She's going to sing a song I think you will all know and love. It's one of my favorites. So, Jennifer, can you tell us about the song and how you chose it?
I chose the song. Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. This is my first time leading the Antidote of Song, and although I often listen after the fact, I'm usually not free at lunchtime, so I'm happy to be here today. I chose the song Clementine, Oh My Darling Clementine. I learned it as a little tiny kid, and I can't remember never ever not knowing Clementine. I don't know if it's like you're born in America and you magically have it genetically implanted. I don't know. But I sang it fondly in Girl Scouts around a campfire. So picture yourself around a campfire in the woods. It's chilly, you're drinking your cocoa, and you're singing Clementine. So that's what I'm going to be leading. I've read a little bit about it. It's a song that's technically about the gold rush in California, but I hear that it has its roots in Spanish American music. It's been around for a long time, so it's a very easy chorus. Let me just get everything set up here. So I'll sing through the chorus once, and then I'll go ahead and get started if that sounds okay. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Does that sound familiar? I think it probably does. When I was a kid, I learned it wrong. I heard the wrong thing. I thought they were saying thankful sorry, which didn't make any sense to me, but it's really dreadful sorry. And like a lot of Irish songs that are sad, they put it to a 3/4 beat. It's kind of waltzy and happy, and you don't think about how tragic the song is. So we're just gonna get started now, and we'll start with the chorus, and then we'll go into the verses. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, lived a miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Light she was and like a fairy, and her shoes were number 9. Herring boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9. Hit her foot against a splinter, fell into the foaming brine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. How I missed her, how I missed her, how I missed my Clementine. But I kissed her little sister and forgot my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. You guys sounded great.
Oh, that was great fun. That was great fun. Wow. Uh, One of my favorites. My mother taught that to me when I was a little girl. I love that song. And you're right. We all get implanted with it at some point in our life. So we're going to ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to turn things over to Betsy.
Well, first off, even though I know this song, I was like, I don't really think I've ever heard these verses before. Or if I did, I didn't pay any attention to them because I really don't understand what the heck is going on. Like, what is the deal with like shoes were number 9 and sandals were for Clementine? Like, what's going on in this story?
Well, I guess she has really big feet. She has number 9 feet. No offense. I think big feet are great.
I have size 11 feet, so number 9 seems small to
Well,
me.
that's dainty then. But I guess back
Let
then.
me got here.
Okay. I'm just saying. And for some reason, she's wearing herring boxes as shoes. I don't know. Well, and then because she's wearing awkward shoes, she trips and falls into the water. She goes under. Her, whoever the narrator, her boyfriend, supposedly, doesn't go and get her because he can't swim. Didn't even try. Not a nice guy, I guess. And then he kisses her sister, forgets all about her. But she haunts him later, so, you know.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to the haunting later on. So, Jennifer, let's hear a little bit about your non-Revels life. I happen to know that you have a job where you do some kind of interpreting. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I am an American Sign Language interpreter, and I've been doing that full time since 2000, which makes it really easy to remember. And so 21 years now. And as I've gained more experience, I've focused on the medical field. So now I work for a variety of hospitals, but primarily the Innova hospital system. And I have interpreted for several births, pre and post surgery, sometimes in the middle of something when somebody's having something done and you're awake and you got to talk. So I'm in the bunny suit with the little thing. Um, I love it a lot. I learn something every day. I interact with wonderful people, great dedicated doctors, especially during this time. I've met amazing nurses and doctors and medical professionals who've worked really hard to keep everybody safe.
Wow, and like I assume you've been working throughout the pandemic. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, they do have video visits, just like a lot of us have gone to video visits with our doctors, but it's not as effective in some situations, especially when someone's about to go into surgery or about to give birth. That doesn't really work on video. So yeah, I've been going in, but the hospital was already the culture was sterile procedures and washing your hands 20 times a day and masks and everything. So it just came really naturally, and I've always felt really safe there.
That's great. Well, thank you for. I'll say thank you for your service. I mean, what a wonderful thing to be able to like assist in those situations where like your interpreting is so critical to the patient and to the doctor. So I'm just impressed.
Oh, thanks. It's an honor to.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about how you came to Revels and what kinds of experiences you've had it with Washington Revels over the years.
Sure. I moved to the DC area in 1989, and I got into I had already known about the Revels in general. I thought they were only in Cambridge. But my first job, I worked as an intern for the Choral Arts Society, and met someone who knew about that. I got in touch with Mary Swope, came to audition, and my first Christmas Revels show was in 1991, which was the first time we did Celestial Revels. And so I counted recently. I haven't done them every year, but I've done, I think, about 7 shows over the last 30 years. And now I am also a member of Heritage Voices and Gallery Voices. And as I think you have already talked about recently, Gallery Voices is madrigals, and we're going to be performing live in person at Glen Echo really soon, which I'm super excited about. And then Heritage Voices was formed to be early American music of the Civil War era, and we perform in costume. And so that was when I got to experience the joy of an enormous hoop skirt and learning to move and sit delicately and to not bump into people because you're, like 4 feet wide at the bottom. Um, but I have to say, one of my favorite performances with Heritage Voices was at Ford's Theater because we were on stage singing, and then, you have the box right there where Mr. President Lincoln was shot. So it all sort of came full circle, and the music was beautiful. So we've had many, many performances, but that was one of our early ones that stuck with me.
Yeah, I remember that one as well. That was it's very. I know that Andrea has also had similar experiences with Jubilee Voices, being able to perform at historic sites is really connects the music with the history even more than just sort of researching and understanding. So yeah, I think that being right there in Ford's Theater kind of really kind of you felt the magic of sort of history. We're in historic costumes, and then like we're right there in that space. um, Andrea, do you have any other questions for Jennifer?
Well, I was going to add that one thing that I
Oh,
love about Heritage Voices is the variety of music we sing, from the parlor tunes to the spirituals to the shape note, and the fact that we have such a multicultural group that joins us, and diversity is represented. Um,
mhm.
it's beautiful. I love the group.
Indeed. Um, That is that's so true, and I think that's Andrea. So Andrea Blackford and I sort of co-direct that group together, and so it's a wonderful mix of different different styles of music that we all sort of teach each other. We bring the traditions to each other, and sometimes we collaborate with the string band. So it's really kind of a fun way to visit history.
And it's also been a great way to make friends and learn about each other's cultures. Frequently, we present the history behind the music when we're teaching it, and it sets people to talking about why we sing some things and why there's things we don't sing, and our shared histories, and it's all part of our American history. So it makes for an interesting mix, and I know I've made friends in that group for life, because they're a wonderful set of people.
Indeed, and I know there's a lot of stuff that's been coming in on the chat. Some comments about the song, and Caroline put some information from Wikipedia about it. I'm not going to read it all right now, but apparently there's quite a lot of interesting history around this particular song. So I invite you all to like visit those chat links and
Wow.
learn some more about it. But I think it might be time to sing the song again.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Okay.
Andrea?
I agree.
I'll go back a little bit, and then I'll do a little bit more of the verses that you don't hear as often. By the way, I listened to a little bit of a Bobby Darin version, which was very sort of swingy, sort of, oh, my darling. I was like, okay, well,
Very.
yeah, that's another way to do it. So, all right, we'll
Excellent.
start with the chorus again. Is everybody ready to sing? All right. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. How I missed her, how I missed her, how I missed my Clementine. But I kissed her little sister and forgot my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In a churchyard near the canyon, where the myrtle doth entwine, there grow roses and the posies, fertilized by Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Then the miner 49er soon began to peak and pine. Thought he oughter join his daughter, now he's with his Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In my dreams she still doth haunt me, robed in garments soaked in brine. Then she rises from the water, and I kiss my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Last one. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Thank you all for singing with me.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. That was great. And those extra verses, I have never heard those.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, wow. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks again to everyone for joining us for Washington Revels Week Terrific Tuesday for on the Daily Antidote of Song.
And I totally neglected to thank Carpe Diem Arts at the beginning of the program, but we are so thankful to Carpe Diem for making this possible every day at noon. And so thank you for allowing us to come in and host a week. And I was very happy to see Busy here, and that should have triggered me right away. So thanks again to Carpe Diem Arts.
And please, please, please join us for Wonderful Wednesday, where we'll be featuring Harold Blackford, a member of Heritage Voices and Jubilee Voices, and a very close relative of mine.
Yes.
So be there or be square. And speaking about Gallery Voices, remember September 26th, Gallery Voices is singing at Glen Echo Park. Be sure to check the chat for links to that and our upcoming events, and for information about Washington Revels auditions, Christmas Revels auditions, and more. And be sure to visit our website, sign up for our e-newsletter, and consider a donation to support our work if you are so moved to do. So it's getting to that time, Betsy.
Time to say goodbye already?
Yeah.
So sad. Yeah, I was just thinking as we were singing Clementine, we're all sort of, happy, and it's just so interesting how those happy songs have, like, if you really focus on the lyrics, they're maybe not so happy after all. So thank you again to Jennifer for bringing us a fun and perhaps a little sad song today, but I think it was a good lift for Tuesday. And thank you to Andrea, my co-host this week. Many thanks to Joe, who I think is here somewhere, and Katie for running the tech. Thank you very much. And so time to say farewell to everybody. So bye-bye. I'm going to start at the bottom this time and work my way up. So bye, Harriet and Mabel and Julie and Amos and James and Martha. Nice to see you all today. And so long, Alan. I know Alan's part of Maritime Voices, so you may hear from him on Saturday. See you later, Harriet. Ray. Oh, hi, Mommy. Joe's mom. Bye-bye to LMG, and thank you, Busy, again for making all this possible. Farewell to Bob and Storm and Diane and Bonnie. So great to see you all today. And Sheila in Florida. and Phil in England. And hi, Jim Harkless, and goodbye again. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow for Harold Blackford. I'm so excited about that. Bye-bye, Dane and Amanda and Miles and Gary and Jamie. See you later, Luda in Victoria, Ruth in England, Anne and Cliff in Vermont, Nancy and Dan in Virginia. Thank you again for coming, Arlene in California, and Caroline in DC, and Susan in Seattle, and Christina and Bob, nice to see you, in Maryland, and Kathleen in Albuquerque, always great to see you. See you later, Kate in Charlottesville, and Pat and Al. See you later, and come back tomorrow, and Annette and Hoda. Thanks for being here. I think Hoda had something about this song, how she learned this song in her past, somewhere in the chat. Thanks, Susan, for being here today, and bye-bye, Carolyn and Brian and Deborah. And then thanks again to everybody that made this all possible today, and many thanks again to Jennifer for being here. Please come back tomorrow. I know Harold Blackford is going to have a wonderful song for us. I don't know what it is, so I'm excited that we'll find out tomorrow.
Bye-bye to Facebook Live. Thank you, everyone.